Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Vidot here with Chris Berg on this Tuesday morning, which kind of feels like fall again outside.
It does, doesn't it? Big time. Like, I'm just ready for the pigskin to start being thrown around the dome.
The countdown's on now. Cause
like less than 2 weeks.
I am ready. Yeah, and I believe NDSU started today, full classes.
Oh, they
So,
did?
you know, and practice started a while ago. But yeah, I'm all new Bison football news. I'm like sucking it up, just can't get enough. So.
I know. If you want any sort of Bison update, like inside skinny, just tune in. Vidot will have it for you.
Well, that's about it. I'm excited. Oh, look, I'm kind of actually wearing, it's kind of like a gold rush here this morning as we're getting ready for back to school. And yesterday, I spent the whole afternoon with Aji Berg doing some back to school
Getting
shopping.
ready, right?
So we spent the whole day talking about first day of school outfits. So we're going to have, my girls are going to be in studio this morning.
What are they? Could you give us a hint as to what they're wearing?
One of the hottest new trends. They're both very trendy this morning and adorable.
Nice.
Yeah, Marley looks like she's a little teenager. She's 10, and I'm like, oh no, you look.
Like
and she's
13.
kind of getting into that age. You know, she's 10, which is like kind of pre-tween. Oh my goodness. And Bailey is just as sassy as ever. And Aji's outfit was just perfect for her too. So, and we have a couple of boys that will be on today. And
nice.
Miss Isabella will
Isabella's gonna be
back
here.
on the show
she's
as
getting
well.
her hair all braided at home, and they didn't show me though. I have no idea what she's wearing, so I'm gonna be surprised.
Did you bring in like hair and makeup artists, you know, kind of like Kardashian style? She's going to come in. I know she did get her nails done, so she is ready to be on TV
that
today.
definitely happened. So I know, but
it's fun. I know. We were also showing my husband some of the outfits last night. It's like, what are we doing? It's like 8:30, and you're like walking around. Look at these boots, and look at this.
So they were doing like the red carpet thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
kind
good.
of showing it off a little bit. So it should be fun. That's always fun when we have kids on TV. We have lots going on, I guess, today though as well. Besides back to school fashion, we're going to be talking about, you know, how to not sweat so much, you know, a little bit. We're going to talk.
Are you schwitzing right now, Vidot?
Yeah, and I'm excited. One of my favorite workout gals is going to be here talking about some stretches that we can do to strengthen our back. Do you ever have back pain?
All the time. I have it right now.
Yeah.
I'm not even
I thought
kidding.
it was a pain in the neck. I didn't know it was your pain in the back. Both.
No, I'm like today, for whatever reason, like every once in a while my back will go out like to the point where I can barely stand up, and right now I'm like, I can feel it starting to tweak out on me. I'm like, ooh, just hang with me a little bit more. You know what I mean?
I know.
You ever had
well,
a bad back?
yes,
it's
the worst. Yeah, I know. I agree. But we're going to learn some kind of easy stretches and different things that you can do to strengthen your back. So then maybe we won't have any more back pain, and then we'll just be running with those 20-year-olds again. I mean, we're 28,
what do you mean
but
again?
20.
I was going to say, what are you talking about?
Like try to keep up with the 21-year-olds, something like that. Okay, so McDonald's fries. We talk about that a lot, right?
Love me some fries.
And there are certain days where you're just really craving McDonald's. This is just going to like enable you to eat as much McDonald's as possible. We were talking about this morning. Uber Eats, which I wasn't really familiar with. Uber, you're familiar with Uber. Well, now Uber Eats is going to be delivering McDonald's right to your front door. How cool is this?
So you put your Uber and put an order in, or
I guess it's an Uber Eats app. So you have to have, I think it's not just the Uber app, the Uber Eats app. Once you're logged in, identify your location, and you can have, I think, a lot of different restaurants have food brought right to you. We're looking this up. It's only a couple of bucks, really. You know,
for the delivery service?
For the delivery, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And then you can, you know, just, I don't know, what do you like? The Big Mac?
So I'm going to pay $5 for a $2 fry? That's a good deal.
You know, I was thinking people who are drinking, you know, and they need that little something in their tummy, they're probably going to eat this up big time. But it's already happening. It's going to be 10 McDonald's locations here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. McDonald's available at your front door. Well, and there they had a salad, but it went right to the
That's
front.
nice.
So I don't know, you have to search through. There are a couple different restaurants, I believe. But
so could you do that? Like you just mentioned, if you're out downtown Fargo, you know, out drinking one night, could you actually order an Uber and have them bring you Mickey D's with it?
Yeah, to Dempsey's. If you're at Dempsey's, you want some Mickey D's. I think that's how it works. How awesome is that? You're just sitting there on the, not ready to go home.
Gosh.
Maybe the line for the hot dog peddler or whoever is down there, the dog father, the line's too long, you just Uber Eats your McDonald's right to you. I think this is like genius and yet also the worst idea ever.
I was going to say.
Like the best worst idea. Is that what you call it? Oh my goodness, it's just would
All
get
right,
me in
we have your
trouble.
little nun follow up on the.
Yeah, we do. Remember that video yesterday? It was
Yeah.
awesome. The nun who really stole the show at the White Sox game. Well, she's inspired her very own bobblehead. The Bobblehead Hall of Fame has unveiled a new limited edition. Well, okay, let's watch the video again. Look at her smooth moves. Yeah, I think that was not her first time on the diamond. And then she's, you know, goes over the plate,
That was
too.
incredible.
I was watching, I think it was Nightly News, and there were so many like big names that couldn't get the ball across the plate. You know, it's a lot of pressure. There it is. Chris, that's what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Bobblehead.
It's Sister Mary Jo.
She crushed it, though.
You know, yeah, she's better than a lot of the people who have their own bobbleheads. So
I really want to know like how much she practiced, because I mean it's got to be somewhat nerve-wracking to go out and throw a first pitch at White Sox Stadium, right? And she just looked like she's been out there every day since for the last 10 years.
She had God on her side. So
that's what I was thinking.
That brought her a little peace.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
She was like, I don't. You know what? If I throw this thing over the backstop, who cares?
Look at
I'm
that
out
bobblehead,
here.
though. That is hilarious. I wonder if there's ever been you know, with a nun or a priest bobblehead. That's hilarious.
I wouldn't
to me.
think so.
Add that to the. Is there a bobblehead of the Pope? Oh, okay. Well, I don't have that one yet either.
So we'll get you a Pope bobblehead, the nun, and then a Carson Wentz one.
I have Carson Wentz's bobblehead. Already, so come on now. But
what was the thing we were talking about the other day? It's like wallpaper, big head.
yeah.
Do you have a big head Carson Wentz?
No, that would be weird.
I
The
could
bobblehead
see,
on my
though,
coffee table is not weird. But a bobblehead in my bedroom
like
would be
a
weird.
big head of Carson Wentz and his wife from like their wedding or something like that, like right by your TV, so that as you're watching the game, you're like, ah, that's nice.
That's so weird. I don't think I'd make that sound. Ah, that's nice. Carson's watching the game with me. I don't know. I don't have boys, so like if I had sons, I just have daughters. I mean, they can love Carson Wentz in football too, but it's even weirder if I would have like Carson Wentz bobbleheads in my, big heads on my. Bobblehead's not weird. Not weird at all.
Bobbleheads, no, those are totally normal.
Okay, we got to keep with the sports theme today. I love these stories. Make-A-Wish, of course. We do a lot with Make-A-Wish here on North Dakota Today. They help make dreams come true for kids. And a North Dakota boy found out in a very special way that his wish was going to be coming true. He actually got to go to Vikings training camp.
Oh.
Jaron and his family were invited to attend training camp. Little did Jaron know that going to camp, that was not the only surprise. He also got his wish reveal. The Vikings gave Jaron a team-signed ball, also a game ball. He even got a chance to meet his favorite player, DL native Adam Thielen, which I think Thielen's kind of tough to, he doesn't do a lot of media, talk to a lot of people. So this is a big deal. Thielen also took off his gloves, signed them, gave a pair to Jaron. And I believe they also get to go to an actual Vikings game. So
good for the Vikes.
Yeah, it really makes you like the team for doing something like that. So, and they had like the best time ever. I was listening to an interview earlier with the mom, and she's like, once Jaron realized it, he started crying, and she started crying. She was like, it was better than I could have even imagined. So I love that.
Whenever you talk to the Make-A-Wish families, I mean, it's such a challenge getting your son or daughter, obviously, to the hospital and all the treatments and whatnot. And so to kind of have that day where you can just take a step back and just see your kid with a huge smile on his or her face, like, you talk to the parents, like, there's nothing better than having those Make-A-Wish days.
Yeah.
Or weeks or whatever they are, come true.
And the whole family really is treated by it too.
Yeah.
It's not just the one child too. So.
But as a parent, I mean, you're going through all these challenges with your kid, and then to see them just in that sort of blissful state for the entire day.
Yeah. For one day, don't have to think about being sick or any of their struggles. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So kudos to the Vikings for that. We're talking about back to school a lot. Do you ever pick up Isabella after school and you say, what'd you learn today?
Nothing.
Nothing. How was your
fine.
day? It's fine. Exactly, that's what happens.
She's better, but I mean, you can tell she's starting to get to that age where that's becoming more of the prominent answer. Like, nothing, good.
That still sometimes happens. I because of my shift, I get to pick up my girls from school all the time, and I do get that a lot. So if you're a parent at home and you're struggling with this, there's a list that was just released to be more creative, to get answers out of your kids so you don't get nothing or fine anymore. Simple Simon and Company is now out with about a dozen different questions that you can ask your kids, like, what was the best thing that happened to you in school today? I like that one. How about what was the worst thing?
Don't ask that. Seriously.
Well, some people say, what's your good news, what's your bad news? Yeah, that's true. What made you laugh? I like that one. How about what weird word did you hear or use today? That always is going to be good with the kids. How did you help someone?
That's a great one.
I like that one too. When were you bored today? You know, because I do get, it was boring. School is boring. That's what Bailey likes to tell me. Who would you like to play with at recess that you've never played with before? What do you think you should do more or less of at school? Or this is one of my favorites. This would be a good one. If you were the teacher tomorrow, what would you do? So all great kind of conversation starters. It seems like you shouldn't have to do this with your kids, but you know, every day kind of the same. What did you learn today?
So if you were a teacher tomorrow, what would you do? Like, can you imagine being a teacher? Every day you got to show up, be a great communicator, be an entertainer. Like, I just think that is one of the toughest gigs in the world.
Oh my goodness. Well, that and daycare providers.
Yes.
You know, but I have lucked out. We have a great daycare and we have great teachers. We've been so lucky, and we just got our teacher assignments. Did Isabella get hers?
Yes.
The postcards in the mail. Bailey is actually going to have the same first grade teacher that Marley had. So that's awesome. I already know her and love her, so that helps. And Marley was very excited because she got the teacher she wanted.
Yes.
Which I told you there was only one teacher per grade when I went to, there was no, like, oh, I know I have Mrs. Melby for 5th grade because that's who teaches 5th grade for the last 25 years. But apparently it's a competitive thing, so.
Oh, Isabella was stoked. She got the teacher she wanted, her best friends are gonna be in the class, and so she came running down the stairs when she found out. She's like, Daddy, 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 check this out. And so she is super happy about it. Tonight is our back to school night.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Back to school night's so much fun.
It's going to be great because you get to see all the kids running around, but I'm not ready to like walk in the hallways and be like, oh yeah, she's going to be here in a couple days, full time, if you will.
Summer's over now.
I know.
For real now. Our back to school night is Thursday, so we really don't. But we don't start till next week, Tuesday. So we have one more.
Rub it in, Buddha.
I know.
Okay.
We still have one more week of summer. I don't want to rub it in. This is exciting news out of Moorhead as the first dirt was turned for phase 2 of the renovation of the Moorhead Youth Hockey Association Arena. I believe Matt Cullen was out there. Let's look at all of the faces here when we talk about our favorites. Was he in there? Look at all the, it's going to be the Cullen Hockey Center. Yeah, there he is in the blue polo.
Great.
So, and his boys, I think he is also one of those super great down-to-earth pro athletes. We give a lot of love to Carson Wentz, but Matt Cullen is also awesome. Awesome hockey player, but awesome family man and gives so much back. I feel like, you know, we've talked a lot about TJ Oshie as well, you know, up in War Road giving back. Something about these hockey players. I think maybe, is it because they play hockey like year round, they spend a ton of money and they know how much it, so you hear that hockey.
I think, but by the way, you have a Matt Cullen bobblehead, right?
I don't. How do I not? I'm like, wait a minute.
No, this is the thing, and you know this, being married to JV, he played hockey, right? Semi-pro. Like, there's something about hockey players that, you know, you watch NFL, you watch NBA, and it's like, oh yeah, I did this and I did that. And then you watch these hockey guys get interviewed and they're like, I don't know, I was just in the slot, dude fed me the puck and I put it in the net. Like, thanks to Bobby, I had 3 goals. Like, it's never about them. It's awesome to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. It is something different about hockey players. Although, I mean, there's always those great, you know, athletes in every sport, but we have some good ones around here.
You see hockey guys that are like, hey, look at, you know, it's always
There's no
like,
Dennis Rodman of hockey. You know, I can't think of someone else who is like really obnoxious, but for hockey, but they're not there.
They're just